Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. I can't wait till all that's set back up. We are also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. And the Big Stompy Robots line of books and games, novels, and shenanigans, as well as Hades and Hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Good heavens, on this blustery November day, how the heck is everybody? Seems like it's everybody's birthday in this blasted arc, and we're all going to have fun with it. The Witch of November is not stealing. She's wheeling and dealing and leaving you with a feeling. I tell you what, my brothers and sisters. We have a lot of art I want to get done, so I don't want to dawdle too much, because if I can get back into the groove, I might get some extra drawing done. So instead of my usual rattle-prattle getting it going, because yesterday was, accountability was very, very near zero. Yesterday was a recovery day for a rough couple runs. And as you can hear probably with this windstorm, I spent, honestly, most of yesterday just trying to keep my joints close enough to the same formation that they start out in. And, body and mind together. So, there was a little bit of art done, but not much worth serious discussion. So what we're going to do today is we're going to hop in. I've got at least 3 pictures I want to bang out. Then I have, I might work on my ongoing projects. There are a couple near birthday people in the chat. Well, I don't know if they're in the chat because our numbers are still pretty low. But we are right before Trey's birthday. Donna's birthday's Friday. Churro's birthday's started next week. We should be just around Alex's birthday. So, if any of you birthday type people and anyone I forget, please remind me because my brain is like a steel trap that got forgotten in the woods and now has like roots growing out of it. So it may or may not close at any point. But beyond that, let me know. We'll try to get into the vibe of things because if I look here real quick, yep, next week starts proper December, so we better get festive with what we're doing. And I need to get festive anyway because I have a project for my ongoing Magic card projects while I get warmed up for the great and mighty. I have a certain card-based project that I desperately want to do. I've wanted to do it for a long time. It's on my art bucket list, but I've had to work really hard to get where I need to be and regain the art skills, the physical ability to manifest my skills. It's a bit, but I want to thank you guys. All jokes aside, I want to thank you guys for enduring my very visual learning process with these programs, the very trying efforts to get where I need to be. And I just want to let you know I appreciate you. Okay? So, with that having been said, while I would love to run the old Indie CD ad or a new one, because Joe's been working his butt off on it, I will instead highlight his lovely wife Trelena's work. We'll be back in just under a minute, and fair warning, with the wind howling loud enough that I could barely hear the train, my internet may be spotty today. If that happens, I do apologize for any technical difficulties. Alrighty then. We're going to go all the way up to the top, and we're going to blast through these comments and hopefully get to doing some fun drawing time. So, Carl's first through the door. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Uncle Carl. Hope you're doing well. And sneaks in back, looks around, wait. Donna Carly sneaks in, looks around, takes a seat in the back. Wow. Once again, I have that odd feeling where there should be a pulpit in front of me, and we've spread in the joy and love of, well, somebody. I know your bosses, Carl, Donna, so it's interesting. That's okay. Morning, good morning, and Foxy, and good morning, Foxy. And accountability, doing some editing work for friends. You mean people actually hire outside editors? Oh, la gasp. No, It's wonderful. Much better than yesterday for sure. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Foxy. And Foxy continues, woke up with a 12 of 10 migraine yesterday. Today is more a 3 to 4. Hey, if you need to, put your feet in a bucket of water or whatever, there are a bunch of neuro tricks to short circuit migraines. Please, if folks haven't looked them up, look them up. Uh, but whatever you need to get feeling better, Foxy. And excuse me, got to run for more coffee. Absolutely. Migraines are awful for sure. They truly are. Um, I am cutting down on caffeine, and yesterday I had a headache that comes from cutting down. Ugh. I have been fluctuating too much with caffeine and my proper diet of late. So, yes, I understand. Oof. I remember that time period. I used to drink a lot of soda and stuff. Then I quit cold turkey. Was sick for weeks while body adjusted. Did it twice. Now I don't. Now I know not to have any. Yes, I have cut caffeine out entirely. However, I've also brought it back fairly recently as a adjustment to my ADHD situations. So it's about ADD. ADD. They say I'm not hyper. They say I'm not hyper. See, I'm not hyper. Woo. But the the caffeine helps me when I have really bad insomnia or when I'm riding out the spasms like I had been because I was up till 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Tuesday morning because of the weather and pain coming in from this stuff. So I understand it. Good morning, Dawn. And Dawn is the creative mind behind her stories of her cats, Buddy and Georgette. And where are they? Oh, they're there. They're hiding. Hi. Nope. Nope. Lights don't go up till the start of till after Thanksgiving. It's one of those rules. They can stay on till I don't care after Valentine's Day, but they can't start till after Thanksgiving. Where are we? Ah, here we are. Hey all, hey Grant Lankard, how you doing there? Uh, and Foxy's going ooh, which either means uh, Inigo has said hi, or her keyboard is losing its mind. I spent the morning cleaning for tomorrow. My parents, brother, and a couple friends are coming over. Indeed. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I thought my parents were coming in tonight, but they're not coming in until tomorrow. And Carl is granting, yes, you've been granted entrance. Greeting, Dawn Grant and Inigo. And I thought my parents were coming in tonight, but I guess they're not coming in until tomorrow. Let's see. I still have to clean the oven and the stove. And yeah, Inigo likes to roll over on my keyboard. That makes sense. And Carl, we got greetings from Grant Lankard. And I'm sorry, a couple of the name change things I stumble through, even though I see your icons. Uh, we are just happy going to the Chinese buffet and not going through all that holiday junk. Well, you know what? While I admire and respect that, we're about to hit the line most likely where a lot of people have to come together and say how hard the holidays are. And I am right there with you, especially this year. This year's been one of the hardest years for holidays for me in ever. It just it's been rough. Uh, but we need to, right now, I will be providing support to anybody who is uncomfortable during the holidays, but at the same time, I want to make sure that the folks have the holidays to enjoy. Okay? So there's going to be a lot of not yucking anybody's yum either way we go about it. I get Carl. I'm glad it looks like just us and his folks, not tons of annoying people. And you've got to protect your peace, especially in the holiday season. The favorite thing about Thanksgiving is it gives me an excuse to make turkey. Exactly. And I don't share interests or views with most of my family. Maybe my sister, but she's farther away. I understand that. This year, due to my parents' health, they won't really be doing much of a Thanksgiving. And my wife's family has moved theirs, so we're actually going to get to have a quiet Thanksgiving meal at home. And I'm kind of happy about it, even if it means a good bout of cleaning. But garbage won't be going out much today. It would be pointless when we have a weather advisory. When Earl Park gets wind advisories and warnings, it's like on our scale. That's cool if you enjoy cooking, Grant, and we do. And Botrix correctly enjoyed the channel. Join the channel. What's up, Botrix? Don't forget to like and share, folks. I enjoy cooking and eating. It's the social part I don't care for. Understood. Hey there. Tell you a little secret, Carl. Turkey is literally the easiest thing in the world to cook. And Chicken Lady is back. Oh, that means Viv has another ad. We need to spread the word. Hi, Donna. The hardest part is figuring out when to get out of the freezer so it's thawed. Does Viv sell much chicken during turkey season? I bet. Link was broken, Dawn, and don't know, this is her first year being the chicken pusher. I don't want to think about Liv walking around with a bulky coat going, chicken, rotisserie chicken, maybe just a leg. Baby, I got what you need. You say you're just a friend. Took me to a photo. And equitable antigen. Not bad. Now safer headphones. Weird. Said not available to me. Weird. My stepson and I went to see the new Predator movie last night. It was really good. That sounds amusing. Worked for me to post with Viv, huh? Who knows with FB? Playing with Microsoft's magnifier today, so I can read the comments without leaning forward. That's cool. Slapped it in another browser worked fine. Maybe you have a chicken filter on the other browser. Maybe. Try this and then find her. And you guys have that link. Happy to anyone it applies to? Exactly. And well, I can't stand the holidays. Thanks, retail. I hope it's nice for everyone else. I worked retail. I don't like when it's forced. But the way I'm looking at it, especially this year, is if you need to dodge the holidays to an extent, that's fine. Obviously, my content doesn't change much, except occasionally I put on a very dashing hat. But right now, I'm going to support anything that brings anybody joy. And I'll admit, I am having trouble with the holidays this year. As I mentioned, basically Halloween didn't this year, which Halloween is a big deal for me. I I am concerned on my Christmas vibes this year. I've had to fight very hard to maintain. So we'll see. We will see. Now, good morning, y'all. I'm super excited. Good morning, Angelina. Okay, because last season of Stranger Things, uh, we are among my people. Uh, Tonight at 8 a.m. because it's one of my main fandoms. Yes. Well, enjoy that. Almost missed the like. Yeah, guys, be sure to hit like and share and subscribe. I admit I haven't gotten to watch Stranger Things. I want to. It's everything about it should be my jam, but because of the way things have been set up and especially recent behaviors, oh, that's on Netflix. Yeah, I don't have Netflix. I may have to try to check that out. I really want to. Hi, Carl. Hi, Angelina. I also, yep, holiday music. Yeah, well, I like the old, what used to be called the old standards. I mean, now some of them are 70 years old, but I really don't care. Um, and it's getting to be about time for me to share my annual favorite Christmas. Nope, no, I can't do that right now. Do it that way. Song, which is a Johnny Cash song called Christmas as I Knew It. Uh, it's more of a spoken word than anything else. But especially around Thanksgiving, oddly enough, I encourage folks to listen to that song. It's good perspective, especially this year. So I will be sharing a link to that on Facebook later, probably later today, because it's just about time. Good morning, Churro, my dear. Churro is one of my favorite people. And I didn't quite get our schedules didn't line up, or else I would have got to hang out with them and Max, or maybe just them. I don't know. I am so excited to hear about what they've been up to lately. I'm very proud of that young lady. Accountability. Get paid to leave for Minnesota at the butt crack of me tomorrow. Okay. One of these days, I'm going to find a way to get to broadcast to uh, Discord, and then I will just draw the stuff that runs through my mind. Churro! And greetings, Aunt Donna. And I like Halloween and Thanksgiving, not so much like Christmas. And I will state to this day, my Christmas time, which is always assailed, is it happens somewhere between Christmas and New Year's. That's when I get to be, take my stolen piece of joy. But it's been a while since I've run a commercial, so I'm going to run an ad. If my scroll wheel keeps scrolling, I hope my mouse isn't dying. I really like my mouse. Well, all this Christmassy stuff, let's be festive.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
You know what? Let me pop through a bunch of these comments real quick. And then we will do, because I remember what I almost forgot. And greetings to Carl. And greetings. Great Thanksgiving Eve. Weren't you packed weeks ago, Don? LOL. Yes, Thanksgiving Eve. I was really sad that I missed y'all at HaloCon this year. Do you go to any other cons happening earlier in the year? I will be willing to travel there. Well, I host two very, very tiny but very enjoyable conventions in Fowler, Indiana. March 7th and September 12th. I also am a regular at LodgeCon that is in Piatone, Illinois, and it will be our 4th year, and it'll be the first full 3-day convention for us. So it's going to be a big deal. Nope, not yet. Is Dawn sick? I don't know. Wind is blowing here too. I miss little Miss Diva is in hiding and scare mode. I understand that. I had to talk to Stuart this morning before I could come stream. I mean, not being packed yet. Oh, poor kitty, Angelina Fowler. And good morning, Nick and all. How the heck are you? Hey, Kat, how are you, dear? I'm recovering from a lumbar epidural steroid injection. Yes, I'm trying those again to get me through to summer break to get my spinal fusion. Oh, dear. I'm sorry. I was massively excited to see you, and then I saw, epidermal steroid injection. My heart fell because you are on that list of people who should never feel an ounce of pain. You are a light and a joy on this earth, Kat. My babies. Hi, Kat. Ouchie. Yeah, I procrastinate when it comes to putting stuff in suitcases. Hi, Donna. Hi, Foxy. Hey, Kat. I know you like to make checklists. Good luck, Kat. And hi. Feel that, Dawn. I'm an overpacker, but I also have to look at my stuff and be proud at least once a day. I'm an overpacker, but I also have to look at my stuff and be proud of it at least once a day. I understand. I had to make sure I was reading it right, Churro. Look, hi, Churro. Hi, thanks, Foxy. We'll be spending the holidays with the family. We'll be in the green room on Friday night to discuss it all. Indeed. Depending on which whirlwind direction my parents have me going, I may pop into the green room with Dale. Dawn, FowlerCon. Oh, fun, Dawn. IndieCD.con in Fowler, Indiana is in March. It is a little tiny event where I host all independent authors and creatives who want to come down and have a wonderful time. It ends up being a true convention where a lot of times we end up sitting around talking and plotting against what we're going to do next. But it's a great time, and I hope everyone can make it. I told Viv hi from Utah just to let her know why. LOL. Viv, you don't want turkey, you want chicken. Chicken per shirt drawing pop for today. I thought about it. Carl, yes. Honestly, I would do some harm for a roaster chicken family feast right now. Like really, I would hurt something to get a good one. Anyway, I second that, Dawn. Is it too early to eat a candy bar? I eat a medicinal candy bar just about every morning. So no, you're fine. Foxy, it's Thanksgiving. Eat that candy bar. LOL. Dawn, can you drop a link to the registration? We don't have a registration page much. The internet side of things we're still rolling on, but if you reach out to amandatockert.mls@gmail, you can get more information, Angelina, or tag me. Ping me. I'll be able to get you whatever you need. Our poor girl works checkout at Meijer. the holiday music is already pushing her over the edge. We talk about it because she knows of my retail work. Well, and that's true. I understand that. I actually heard a Christmas song at a store the other day and didn't turn into hide. They've at least a lot of stores I've been in, they pepper one in and then they run a bunch more, so they're easing it. Retail during the holidays is a whole nother thing. True. Foxy, have a Snickers. You're not yourself. I'm not, then who am I? Ah! Well, I'll give you a hint. A red sequined dress is usually involved. Angelina not online. Nick and wife are the organizers. He can give more info. Exactly. Snickers was the other day. This is a Carmelo. Ooh. Oh, that's beautiful. Sometimes nice people become not so nice during holidays. I will gladly spend indoors the next few weeks for months and runs. I understand that. And I do get that. I am on my one-man mission against grumpiness because that's what the world needs right now. But you also notice I'm not shoving it down you guys' throat either. Woo! Happy birthday to all the turkey babies. I've missed so many people this week. Oh, I understand. Me and Hubster are going to church. My folks then gathering later for a tea day dinner. See, that's how to live. I love that. Only vinyl I have is Crystal Gale. I totally blame my mother for that one. Max and I are hanging out Friday, but he's working tonight and worked Monday, so he wanted yesterday to just chill. Well, I'm glad you got to have that mellow day. And I really appreciate the invite, but I also don't want to intrude on you and Max time. I think that's something you guys really need. Carmelo, yum, falls out of chair in pleasure. Well, we have to add Carmelos to the redhead list with Uncle Carl, right? They're so good, Carl. Oh, I'm so late. Come on. I gotta get drawn. I need more records and vinyls, but I have record player gifted to me, but no record to play in it. I will find The Queen is Dead by the Smiths if it's the last thing I do. eBay is your friend, Churro. I will not spend more than $10, which will make the search infinitely harder. True. Yeah, I should look. Though, however, I am stubborn and will find everything that isn't a treat at thrift stores. Bless you, my child. eBay is when you shop for used items. eBay, when you shop for used items, is about the world's largest thrift store. I've found amazing things. I think it's a price scaling thing, too. Happy Thanksgiving, my guild and indie friends. Happy Thanksgiving, Dave. Hiya, Dave. Hey, Dave. Happy Thanksgiving, Houston, Texas, Dave. Looking forward to seeing Marcy, some of the Macy's Parade, the dog show, and football. All Snoopy's Thanksgiving and new episode of Stranger Things. And not forget planes, trains, and automobiles. Yes. I miss John Candy. Inigo is looking forward to leftovers. He just doesn't know it yet. Someone wake me up when it's time to watch Die Hard. I know my little brother isn't watching this. But I have procured for him the Christmas countdown calendar that is Hans Gruber slowly falling off the Nakatomi Plaza Tower. I'll be getting that to him shortly. I like smaller conventions anyway. Would love to see y'all in March. Nick, when you have time? Yes, absolutely. It is free to, I will tell you, it is free to attend. And I divide the cost up for the site and hall among the, I take the cost, which is going to be around $500, between $400 and $500. I split that number among however many vendors attend and take one share of that for my wife and I. and then that's what covers it, so that we have enough to cover next year. I don't want to charge entry fee, because anybody who comes, I want them to come for the vendors. And thank you, Nick. I am a fighter. Yes, you are. Still have a few different cassettes. It was the 80s, Churro. We didn't know what CDs were yet. Didn't know that part. Yeah, CDs are relatively modern. Although most physical media are proving rather obsolete. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. Here's the thing. Not only have most of the digital streaming services and things turned into lease agreements where you don't actually own it. That means they can turn it off at any point they want. It also means that there is a huge movement now for physical media, because it's part of the battle to actually own your stuff. Now, do I have a DVD burner that I can take my old stuff and back it up should I need to? Yes. Do I have a lot of files now that the terabyte sizes are so big? I intend to get another big one and start backing up my extensive DVD collection, because it's gotten where even it's like I've ripped from CDs decades ago and had players now tell me, "Oh, that you don't have the background data to play that. You don't have the right to play that." Excuse me? Yeah, so I'm passionate on that one, though. I love digital media. Digital media is great, but get physical whenever you can. Yep, 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. Until the mid 2000s, I had a beloved 8-track player, big burgundy red boombox with an 8-track player on the side. And the only reason I stopped using it is my brothers were borrowing it, and they had it set up while they were working on a car, backed up and forgot where it was and crunched it. I have today probably inherit more. I don't see my brother fighting hard for most of my mom's records. Nick meant physical media, LOL. Oh, I'm sure you did. Woke up at 10:07, hopped on the stream. You're fine, my dear. I figured you did, but we'll see. Anyway, quick commercial. I got to get drawing because I haven't made a prank yet. Who is a quick one? You know what? I haven't heard from Thesis in a while. Say hi to Thesis.
Welcome, friends. I'm Lloyd Thesis, and this is my TS. Come join me every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADETH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
Yes, friends. We are going to add that to the stage. We are going to drop this because it's almost Thanksgiving and I have to get tables cleared off after the show. And I will explain that later. But first, let's do this. Let's get some music going. I need my overly excited particles, or highly overly excited particles. Somebody tell that one to Dan Hallfield. I hope he's doing well. Usually he shows up. Alrighty. So let's get a nice kind of pale blue. Let's get a big old honking brush here. Yeah, that'll do. Let's get ourselves a sky. Churro, I have a question for you. Christmas or Halloween? This has penchant to something I may or may not be working on. But I need to know for you, Christmas or Halloween? I have my suspicions, but I just need to know where you are on that subject. And no, I'm not going to tell you any more of it. Okay. We got a nice sky. I'm feeling it. Okay. Can't get in the groove. Let's go. 13 comments when I looked away. Alrighty. Yay, art! Started watching on IndieCD. Oh, thank you, Joe, and great to hear from you. I hope you're staying warm and safe. I think you can play digital media that you have burned in the car portable but not connected. Yep, that's the trick. Or just have an ancient box that doesn't know to not care. Yeah, Thesis. Doodle time. Or Linux. Morning, buddies. Good morning. Robin, how are you, my dear? Grab a cup of coffee. I will return shortly. Oh, hi, Robin. Hey, Robin. Hey, Churro. Robin. Hey, greasy pea. Yippee-ki-yay! It's a Christmas movie. Galvin also already reminded us of cat lunch in 20 minutes. Well, Samhain or Yule? Well, cat. Well, in Churro's case, I'm prepping something for them. And I just need to decide which theme it's going to be. But oh, you need a bio from me, huh? Okay. I need to write up a new set because I have been doing so much lately. But nope, I don't want to do this yet. I don't want to do this part yet. Okay, I do want that done. I'm feeling like I need to do some old-fashioned Majestic Mountains. Just get like a vibe going. And yeah, that'll work. We're going to kind of shape them out in a slant like this. Because the nice thing about mountains are that I can do them and it feels very seasonal without being too overt. I have a bunch of tapes that were losing tone. Yes! Hello to my doodle friend. Say hello to my doodle friend. Oh, that's coming later. Ah! Malwarebytes, you have not paid me to advertise your product. I will continue to use your free version. And we don't need that one on there either. Get rid of that. We must lose the distractions. This is kind of an interesting mountain space. Okay, cool. We're just going to pull this out like that. La da dee dee dee. I really am. It's been far too long since I've been back to the old country. I ache for the lands of my birth. I won't even be facetious. This last run has been rough on me. And I find myself pining for the travels of my youth. But unfortunately, my current situation greatly limits that. But that's okay. That happens. That's why we have art. With art, I can travel anywhere that my mind can imagine and that my skills will allow. And I know I don't really need to worry about this bottom part, but I always like to. Well, actually, I might not. I might want to add a pond. Do I want a pond? Yeah, I want a pond, but I don't want a big pond. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be lazy about it. Don't tell me I admitted that. We're just going to do a bit of this. Yeah, we like that. Well, I know it might be. It might not be a reflective pond. I don't know if I'm feeling reflective. Yeah, I don't think I'm feeling that kind of reflective. So I'm not going to do it that way. But see where I want the light to be. Whoops. Helps if I go back to the right brush. Just actually that's way small. TNW, 3 pages, completed last night. Got your page on my brain. I'm sorry, Enchanted Mountains. I'm hoping for that. Got rid of my cassette player after doing all my tapes. Headed downstairs to the PC. Be back in a bit, folks. You do what you gotta do, bud. Send you a PDF. Wow. Why is my... on the Audacity book. Yeah. Amanda was actually playing with the Audacity. So I may eventually have to do some stuff with it, but I don't like to overstep and take, other people's material. I'm working on letting the pressure control give me a slightly better variant. Dare I say a gradient? I know. Joe's going to be too happy about that. For the brushes. It does kind of... I've yet to find a way to preload the brushes like I would if I were doing an oil painting, although I haven't done actual oil painting in decades. I do acrylics sometimes, and I actually will be doing some acrylic stuff in the near future because I acquired something that I am looking forward to putting to good use. And that's airbrush, a little battery-powered one. I'll see if it's worth a dang. It's the soundtrack from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. That's not bad. Coffee made, making French fries now too. I have some frozen hash browns. I don't think we have enough eggs though. It's cold. My chickens don't have to lay. see. Just blur tool around. I need to run a commercial. Gotta take care of something, so give me just a second. We'll stop that. And we'll find a commercial.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found a suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about the brief break, but I had to take care of something, and it was very, very important. So it is taken care of. Let's go back to my brush. One of these days, I'm going to do a stream. Hold on. My seat's doing that thing where it wants to down on me. I'm going to do a stream where I only work on one picture, and I get to take my time because I've so hardwired myself towards speed paints that it just doesn't always do what it needs to do. I need to go one shade darker. And to the people who occasionally ask why I only use the standard palette, because that is a question I get in later comments and messages. I stick to the standard basic palette to make it easier for folks to follow along in case they want to do their own versions of whatever it is we're painting. That's going to need a little something extra here. we go. And oh god, we need to cut. There we are. It's late enough in the season. I definitely can cut this in. I need to go back and do some rewatches. It's been a while since I've watched, sat and just enjoyed some Bob Ross Paints Mountains pictures episodes. Because, it's Bob, and he was very, very influential on a lot about me. Right now, PBS is struggling to survive. So if you have any financial ability to donate to support, especially your local PBS stations, please do. I believe that there is a movement in our country to not only attack traditional intelligence, but attack emotional intelligence too. There is a desire to remove concepts of beauty and empathy and kindness because they're not what certain interests hold. And I'm not going to stand for that. So anything we can do to fight that. Oh, happy. Let's see. Audacity book. Printing and shipping cost me $25 for me to get the book, so I can't sell it for $5 anymore. I understand that. French fries and coffee? No. Yeah, eat what you got. Also, my mom made some for yesterday, and now I'm craving them. That happens. Reminds me of a meme that I saw not long ago. There's nothing in life that can't be helped by some form of potato. Absolutely true. Hard to beat fries. Oh, I have potatoes. I can make myself a baked potato later. Heck yeah. As much as this group talks about food, it's a wonder we don't weigh more. Well, wonders of modern medicine for my case, and if I ever get myself healed up enough, I have several people who want to be sword students that I have neglected, and I need to undo that. So we're going to work. We're working on improving a few things. I'm already working towards, and I know this is like the perfect opposite of mindfulness, which is part of why I'm supposed to paint. I think painting helps with mindfulness, but the planning for what I need to change to make next year better is heavily on my mind right now. I got injured, and I feel like I wasted a lot of time this year. And that's going to require adjustment. And the only way I'm going to get that adjusted and fixed is through being honest and fixing some things. So I need to get a few things fixed. And that's it. I've been fighting a lot of fights. And some I can talk about and some I can't because of my, this is a very public forum. And I do tend to overshare, except when it's really important. Because that's the nature of my situation. But we're doing better. We are doing better. Now, we're going, I have to think about this for a second. Trying to remember. I'm using techniques I haven't used much lately. I've gotten rusty. I've been doing too much anime stuff. I need to darken this up. I need more contrast. I didn't start the music, I know. Oh, and we can turn that off. Thanks for the ad. Making me hungry. Smoothies, yum. Churro is pure energy. I wish Churro lived much closer to me. Because if Churro were at all closer to me, we'd be walking everywhere having long talks, and I would probably lose a couple 100 pounds. I'm not even being facetious. Trying to keep up with that young lady is both a challenge and a joy. I swear, only big cities and small towns can you have that much walking. And unfortunately, points of interest where I am, there's very little that can be done in the lovely land of EP. My town, I need this as a hard line. And we're just going to do this as a hard line, like so. And normally I do this on a second. You know, I'm going to undo all the way down to this hard line. I want this on a separate layer just for safety. I have the safety tools. I might as well use them, right? Alrighty. Need to get the music going, though. Let's see. We got some new links. Yep, see. I got talking. There we are. Very good. And I want this song. Whoo, I almost hit the end stream button, guys. Hey, you do what you gotta do. I'll be here for quite a while, Carl. Okay, I'm going to speed this up just a bit because I need do this. Okay. Probably should be using the brown for this, but okay. We'll brown that out. Now we're just squiggling some nice happy trees. Lots of little squiggles. Lots of squiggles. I'm going to hit them with other colors, don't worry. Lots of squiggles. Oh, that's black. You don't need black. That's this color. I do want some different variants, though. Color too. There. So we just had the suns on this side, so we'll just put this variants here. Do some lighter ones over here. And some lighter ones over here. And then we'll put some darker guys in back. And a little bluer. That's fine. Because again, this is still speed paint material, even though I've been dawdling. Do that. I forgot the mid layer, but that would be a problem if I were doing normal paint. But I'm not doing normal paint. So we're going to come in here. We're going to add a layer between the two. And we're just going to cut in something like this. Actually, no. No, we're not. We're going to cut in nice, almost white. Yep. And we're just going to do that. Do that. Get this in behind. It'll make sense. Don't worry. It'll make sense. I realized I didn't do that back layer nearly enough. But that's what happens when I'm playing with speed paints. Now, we can come back to our front layer and we're going to grab our blur tool. Because I am running out of time. What paint blender? Let's see. Oh, wrong layer. Yep. You're just going to take it straight across. There we go. And pull it down a bit. That's not too bad. Lighting's still a little funny, but that's okay. I can understand that. Glimmers is a good place for you to go. We're going to cut in. This is way too wide for cutting. But there we go. Leave that black a bit. And I want my smudgy tool, but I want my fingertip. Get that nice kind of wispy watery look. That's not bad. That's not quite perfect, but not bad. Well, what is this? I've upped to something. There we go. Now, do it right. I should get enough of a mirrored effect. I didn't like the way the first one looked. Now, you should be able to take that painterly blur, or you painterly blur, and just do that again. I'll layer it till it does what I want it to do, dang it. Now I realize I probably should have done this another way, but I'm going to do this way. Just cut in a little bit of this blue over here. Ended up doing what I said I was going to do anyway, a different way. That's fine. Because right now I'm just getting the paint where I want it roughly, so that I can come back over here and can just lose track of my canvas entirely. Which, if that doesn't sound like something that would happen on a real, traditional art, you haven't seen how I art. There we go. Not perfect, but acceptable. We're going to call that as a good thing. And yes, absolutely. Be thankful. We have a lot to be thankful, a lot to, whoops, got a little wild with that. Yeah. All right. Just get that nice slick brush, just be pulling heck out of it. Come back here. This is the blender I was looking for earlier, and I couldn't find, which is fine because now I can kind of tidy a bit. That's what I said. So the lines were too hard. There we go. We're just going to use that blender brush to just soften all these hard or unexpected lines. How do we like that? That is not great. It needs something. So we're going to come over here and add a layer. Have a think about, what does this need? I think this needs some overlapping cloud stuff. So what we'll do, we'll grab it away. Yeah, let's go with it. Get a nice size airbrush coming in. We're just gonna let that kind of peek around the mountain. We'll add a second layer to our sky. And that tells me what we need. We need the fog coming off the water because the sun is hitting it. There we go. I'm going to call that passable. Not great, but passable. 1111, make a wish. That's a greedy little wish. Oh well, I'm allowed a greedy little wish once in a while. Just tells me where my heart is. Anyway, I want to scale out the sky just a bit. Nope, that last two wasn't where I want. There we go. I'll take that. Not perfect, but I'll take it. She just sold 15 chickens. Ooh, chickens sound good. So we'll just say, I may revisit this one. Save as, woohoo! There will be a Indie CD Creatives at Play tonight. There will not be a Behind the Code next Tuesday due to park meeting. Okay. So we'll call this Mountain Reflection Warm-Up. Because really, it's both a warm-up to get me back in the vibe and a warm-up of a picture. So I like that. We will export PNG for the people who are interested. I may revisit that. And then we'll get to the easy stuff. Never mind the typo it. Gotta look professional. Furthermore. Now, I want to upgrade the size quite a bit, so I'm going to do it this way, so I keep my, perfect scaling. It's a mellow one, but there we go. File, export single layer, JPEG, NTF. 12. What now? Come on, dyslexia. 12. 1. 25. 10 and 10. Okay. Now, let's set up a new one. Close this. Do not. We'll save it. We'll save the changes. Keep that happy. All right. Glad you like it. I need to slow down and do more mid layers, and I know that. But I'm glad you like it. All right. Let's get character drawing. Because I'm very much in the mood for some character practice. Okay. So I'm gonna make myself suffer a bit. Yep. It gets so loopy. Yep. I am just lightly sketching in all manner of things. Letting a character sketch first loop come loose. And this isn't what I was going to do because I still have to do one other picture, but sometimes I like to just get. It's funny, I've trained myself towards certain angles. And I love that angle of holding where the elbow is, because it keeps it away from the body. But let's see. Been doing a lot of long hair is almost a cheat in that it's so emotive that I can use it for adding motion and almost for the storytelling elements, but there we go. Why am I off? I'm off. There we are. One of these, if I'm not straining myself today, I am just loosely warming up, and I'm having a bit of tremor day, so I'm going to ride it a bit. Just let it stay loose. I'm a sucker for the off-the-shoulder look. And, I saw this really cute knit crop top thing on one of the crochet groups. I don't crochet. I want to learn to knit at some point, but Oh, I'm drawing somebody, Juro. I'm just kind of getting a feel for it. That would fit so well into a corseted base. So we might just throw a corseted base on there. We might just do that. Throw a bit of a corseted base on there. And then I can add texture with the skirting. Yeah. We can do that. We can definitely do that. I may switch the days on this one. This one may be my Monday picture. I don't know. Holy smokes. Just kind of getting into it, so I gotta be careful not to get too quiet. Anyway. See if I can stay loose with the sketch. It's funny when you are just tinkering around, because sometimes you'll be sketching and somebody will come to mind and you just end up sketching them. And sometimes you end up looking like, oh, I did not realize I was doing that. But these things happen. And you just ride with it. I have no idea how I would draw, in the amount of time I have, a crocheted top like this with the detail it needs. But this calls for like all the banglies, you know, maybe a bracelet or something. Get the bracelet. And it's just go here. I can put that there. Gotta think about the connections too. Connections are going to have to be important. Yeah, that course it is not enough in the hip. There we go. It's good. And yes, I'm gonna just do this. There we go. Not bad. I'm resisting the urge to alphify this version of this character. It's like the elf here would fit so well. Like maybe fishnet gloves. No. So right now I'm just loosey-goosey sketching. This is going to be one of those, because what I want to do, and I'm going to have to schedule it one day, is an art stream shock me doing an art stream. But an art stream where I'm only doing one picture the whole time and block like 3 hours, so I can just like breathe into it and not feel rushed. Because so much of my art has been influenced by watching YouTube streams and forgetting that those are at, time-lapse speed. So I always think I need to match time-lapse speed or better in my normal speed. With the short hair, I am so tempted to just hoop those earrings. I don't know. Glad to see. I have like a collar design, well, a choker design, not collar, that is sitting on my head, but I have to find the right, either I have to find the right embossing tool and the right chunk of leather to do it, or I have to, I have to find the right chunk of leather. Isn't that lace? No. Kind of like the mechanical closure. We'll see. Sketch layer. There are no sins on the sketch layer. I still have to figure out what to do with this arm. I'm getting a lot of details. Okay, this makes sense if and only if like a purse is involved. Right? So we'll add a few purse. There we go. Oh, I know what I want to do. Okay. I know what I'm going to do with that. I still haven't figured out this hand. This region right here is haunting me. I want to go right. Glasses. But I want the dangly bits that I see Martha from Death and Martha wear. So I'm going to have to add a lot of details there. What am I doing with that offhand? Am I hiding the arm? It's interfering. Closure. Let's go here. Yes. What's that arm do? What'd that arm do? We're gonna. Shall we be lazy and just? Yeah, let's just be lazy. Let's just be lazy. I could be lazy unless I'm doing a lot on everything else. That arm is yelling at me. It's gonna yell at me. I'm gonna hide it for a minute. We'll figure it out later. Yes. I love the crossover. I'm just trying to figure out how to make the crossover work and not have it be too risque seeming. And that's like, yeah, we could be okay. We are being that lazy. Forgive me my sin of being lazy with this arm. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. And since I'm just on design mode, I don't have to tell the story with the outfit. I just have to draw the outfit. Look how I want that to work. Lots of busy lines to play with. Lots and lots of busy little lines, but that's okay. How about again? I don't know. I don't know. Lots of lines, but still not sure what to be doing with that arm. What that arm do? Okay. Basic. Oh, Churro. I asked a question and I wasn't sure. I need an answer. Christmas or Halloween? And I can't explain anything other than Christmas and Halloween. You have to pick. New layer. Churro pen. Churro pen. See what I'm doing, kiddo? Okay. Now we go in immediately. Where did that go? I need to do more characters on here, but I can go back and forth layer by layer too, so I can keep them isolated. Yeah, sketches look real rough when you start zooming in. This might be too big, I'm not sure. Okay. What do we have going on? I'm not on my eraser mode. Oh, bumped it to transparent. Let's do this. So, this slightly almond-shaped eye situation here. We'll just go by what the image is telling me to do. The eyes working the eyes out. One of those. The eyes are the window to the soul, and I don't know the character until I get their eyes done. Okay. So. I'm not feeling the full anime point on the nose. I want a more fusion style. Rocks like this. I'm doing it today. I'm not doing it today. I'm also trying to force myself to do more than just the anime classic face shapes. It's been on my mind that I don't want to fall too hard into a fixed set of tropes artistically, even as somebody who's very anime and cartoon oriented. I need to come down here and pull the opacity down. There we go. There we go. That's much better. I say that because I was getting just a touch lost. Wow, that's a lot of eraser to work with. Anyway. Straighten out these. I will add a dangly gem. Just on the side. And maybe like asunder on this side. I don't know yet. This might be a little extra, but I'm playing. And then a loop. Oh, there we go. It's like I'm like in that place artistically. Okay, Halloween, cool. Oh yes, yeah, and Annie Potts from Ghostbusters energy all day. All day. I had such a crush on Janine. Oh my god. But then, you know, one of my favorite movies is Transylvania 65000. And many people are very fond of that because of how much Gina Davis didn't wear in that movie, so to speak. But I was always far more about Luby, Carol Kane in that movie. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to play with this hair because it's like I want that nonchalant. Okay, there's a nonchalant, wild hair look that many people spend a great deal of time pursuing. It's one of Kat Rothermel's jams, but this is also something I'm just in the mood to do. Okay, so come over here. And yeah, you'll note the line work guides my point of travel. Let's do this. I'm going to revisit that. It's not good enough yet. But I have to be careful because, like, when my jewelry mind gets a hold of me, it's like, no, that's not right. It needs a pattern. This is going to get like the big chunky bead look. I don't know what this piece is. It slides. It's like a ring. We can do this. And we can do this. Because I need to do just a page of character practice anyway. So maybe that... Should I do that, guys? Just turn this into a page of different character paths? Hi, Carl. Absolutely out with me. No mercy. See, characters who have a lot of details force me, amongst other things, to slow down. But they force me to keep track of dimensionality. Like, okay. To get it to look right, there has to be some thickness, and I have to come back in here. Oh, I need a tiny little bit. Do that. And yeah, we're just working on Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Anyway, on just detail work, but let's come back over here. And yep. Oops, that's not where I want that. Has to be perfect. Okay. There we go. Because this one's going to get a moon. So I think that's cute. And it will get a same kind of like diamond shape, but not diamond gem. Okay. Now, I have to come over here and do something to save myself time and hassle, which is actually close up all the frou-frou hair stuff. And while this is a pain in the butt right now, and I'm going to have to come back over and do line work, but I need to make sure that this, as much of this is closed as possible. And I can come down. Ankle there. Oh, I love this. I'm sorry, I'm a big Death and Martha fan. The person who does it, I believe her name is Nova Lux, and she's done some other things, but her Death and Martha skits like heal me. Now, got that. Poke myself in the ear for a second and think. Brain, think. Okay, how are we doing? That's a gap. That's a gap. That needs to be closed up. There we go. Converting squiggles to ink is always a challenge. Yes, very much. That is a great way of looking at this. This is Churro giving the Viv look. But, I'm going to spend so much time on those. All these necklaces and bits. And yes, as soon as I step away from the Bob Rossian freedoms, the perfectionist starts screaming at me. But I'm not sure how to make that work. See, normally I'd bring up a reference to look at, but right now I still am time limited. So we may just convert that into like more I don't know, a different kind of fabric. I haven't quite decided yet. But I do like the layered glossy wrap look. There we go. Whoo! That breeze is cold. Whoo! I gotta fix that. Good luck in your appointment today, Carl. I understand it. Anybody has to go, but hi, Russ. I have barely hydrated this whole thing, so let's take a second. Let's take a second to hydrate. You guys should hydrate too. In fact, I'm gonna give you a commercial. I want you guys need to all go get something to drink. I may have to run and snag a bit of a munchie too. So we're gonna stop the music, run an ad, and then I'll be back in 47 seconds, something like that. Okay. Now, sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I mean, how's that coming? That is coming out pretty well. I like this one. Still in the layer? Yeah. I just want to do this little bit of black work to remind myself later to come back. Likewise, a little bit of that. Now, all these lazy thin lines. There we go. We're going to do this. Do something like that. I don't like that closure. I need to work on that closure. See, that instantly made it better. It's amazing how one line can instantly make a closure better. I know I got to turn the music back on. I'll do that as soon as I get this little closure chunk done. There we go. I'm glad y'all keep me going and help my sense of humor. Oh, we'll keep you going and we'll push you around in a rolly chair if need be. There's no shame in a rolly chair if that turns out to be something people need. Music is something I need, though. Brave New Worlds. Let's go. See, the only downside is I have to keep the music low enough that it doesn't overpower me, but my speakers are interfere with the speakers. So I barely get to hear the music that I'm working with, which is really sad because Dan Hallfield is a masterful musician. And music is not something I'm terribly skillful at. Nobody gets all the points, you know? That needs at least the third set on either side. Like that. That's not bad. Okay. Let's see. I've neglected the comments for a bit, so let's see how the comments are doing. Thankful for like-minded individuals. Hi, Dan. Let's go to Garden Center. More plants. Dan, tell her it's not a good time for planting now. Thankful for funny, intelligent, and really good people. They'll be indoors. She wants something pretty in the house to get her through the winter. That's a wise decision. Poor Mandy is out trying to get the... we didn't get the outside coop set up like I wanted because of my injury. So you have to, at least till we get it moved out, get the chickens and move them in, because right now the wind is nightmarish. Anyway. No, I don't need the simple neon brush. A nap would be good, but I got lots of sleep. I got makeup grades of sleep last night, but I still could lay down and get a nap. Okay, let's see how this is going. Have I got burned through my second hour? Wow, this picture just zapped my second hour. Your scarf walls. You have scarf walls? What are scarf walls? And I probably know the object, but I don't want to presume. So I'd rather ask a dumb question than continue being ignorant. Yeah, I gotta do some work in here. I gotta do a lot of work. A lot of work. But right? Nothing untasteful, but just a little bit. Do that. I can actually redraw that part, so I want to use it like zoom in. This picture deserves a full workup, but bang this part out. Like I said, I want to do this ruffles on the skirt, so I'll just do wide. That looks pretty good. Let's do straight lace. I could easily go here. There's a little bit of vibration. That's not the brush, that's just the way my hands work. Sorry about that. I like that. I kind of like that. I like it well enough that I'll do it for now. I can always erase it or redo it later. Freedom! There we go. Add a little bit of the blood. So, do this. Look, that line got too fat. Come on, control yourself, boy. There we go. Know your role. There we go. How's this doing? Now we come over here. I don't want to miss these lines because I'm getting tired. Got to put in the work though. That's too fat. We're going to do that again. There we go. Almost. There we go. Big class implication here. And do that. Now, this. And then we'll do that. No, because her hand wouldn't be there. So the length of this would be, her hand's completely covered if we play with the lengths. So, we'll just do some of this. That closes that up. 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 Let's have a look, see what we got going on. Come here. Quit being screwy. How is this? Okay, now here's the problem. I have to hide these lines. That's not bad. I need to want the darken the edge totally not to make sure it doesn't go when I hit the fill lines, and I have to figure out the coloring. But okay, that's a fun one. Darken that up a bit. I think on a whim, I'm just going to darken that up a bit like so. That's not bad, guys. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, that's what I thought it was. Ah. Okay, so we've got this. Ah. This would be a very classic Nevermind the Furthermore sketch if I just went boom. Oh, hold on, let's just do this. Let's add a layer and make it multiply for now. And start with some coloring. Yep. And then remember I did the right one. Because I can always do adjustments to the line work after. Okay. I'll just like that. But I'll get that when I color it. Oh no! Gave yourself. Okay. I will have to call him back. I am in the middle of a stream. Now, let's see. Oh, there's no way that worked that easy on me. There's no way that worked that easy on me. I actually get that in one. Yeah, I kind of did. If the hair might... It's one of those, now that I've done the hair, skin tone might be slightly off. Maybe a slightly tanner skin tone. Not sure. But we can work with it. Do that for now. Although I'll probably add a bit of coloring. Nope, not that I don't love that color, but Alrighty. Here. Honestly, this almost needs to be a different color. This means this is too dark. I like the black interior though. I like the implications of the black interior. I don't want to do that. If I do that, when I go here, oh, it gaps. There's a gap. Ah. Hold on. I thought I got all of them. I did not. Right there. And it violated me. Okay. Now, back up here. Back here. And then on that little piece where you can see just that flash of the inside, the purple. So I have a very distinct intention for that necklace pattern. So it's like I could go goth with this, you know, easy. I don't want to go goth. I don't want to go like black on black goth. Because that would be almost boring. Okay, I need to look at something real quick. Really? Oh. Here, that double check. Is it really? Okay, that I can see. That I can work with. And what I did there is a bit of dabbling in color theory where I looked to see what was directly across from the tint I was using. We had tomatoes we didn't realize we had. The plants all died and then they volunteered to start over and we didn't realize it until I found them rotting on the vine. I feel really bad about that this year. Oh, this needs. I like well, I'll hit that when I get in the shades. Yeah. I don't even know how that top would work, but yeah, this is me playing. It doesn't have to be adequate, it needs to be emotion. Do we like this? Are we digging this? I think we're digging this. Yes, the black for the purse. But I don't want to cover up the backline. Now, we do another one more. I want to try something. But I still have to do detailing on the jewelry. But actually, yeah, let's do that while we're here. Let's catch some of these little gaps because they will cheese me to no end later. I'll just do it like that. That hair is wild, and I dig it. I'm gonna have so much fun adding different tints and stuff to the hair, but I have a distinct pattern in mind for the collar, but I can't. Let's see. Just a nice red gem there. Where's that nice? There it is. Purple. There we go. We're stuck. I just need to do the marker trick at this point to get the small holidays. On holiday. Okay. Now I come here. We can do this. I'm going to try something a little different with my shading, in that I normally use a actual shade where I mix a gray in. Bye, Joe. Have fun. I'll see you on the stream tonight, probably. But anyway, getting back to the shading technique I want to use. Instead of just adding a gray for the shadows, I want to use a tint based on the underlying color and see if I like that better. Now this is a good picture to experiment on because I have a lot of little fiddly details I can play with. And that will leave me room to use the gray tint for things that require the gray tint. And just go like that there. I think that's all the skin tone. No, almost all the skin tone. Anyway. One layer. Sorry, I see a gappy thing. I'll fix that. Now switch to the purple. I'm just slightly bigger brush. Yeah, more control. Come over here. Again, I'm just going to play with it a bit. I know I'm going to have to run an erase around the edges because I'm using a soft brush. But it's letting me get, I want this to be like soft feeling fabric. Cool. Thanks, kiddo. But So, well. Oops. Oh. That's getting ahead of myself. But I think I will. I'm going to do this right here to indicate that this glove has like a mesh. Yay! We like that. We're here for a good mesh. Here for a good time, not a long time. Okay, how do we like it? Because then I have to work like the hair. Oh my gosh, this hair is going to be the main of my existence. I love it, but it is going to be the absolute main of my existence. So let's crack into this. Yep. Oh my gosh. This. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, Chris Walker. Oh, wrong brush. There we go. And just I'm working on softening my art up a bit. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of what I'm going for. I've here. I have to come over here and add a color to that. I don't. I'm thinking. Like the gold? Actually, yeah, gold would make more sense. Oh, hush you! There we go. Yeah, that makes sense. That big Leo. Yellow strings. I like. Centers of the class, so the base. How do we go? How do we look? Does that look good? Yeah. Oh. Take it easy, Tro. Stay warm. It's colder than a well digger's hind end. We worry about you, kiddo. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, we like this one. Anyway, force myself to try the same thing, which is going to be quite daring. If I go soft light, no, that won't. That'll darken it. I think it'll darken it, but we will see. If I go here I am using soft light because it darkens light. Well, it does something. I'll explain it, but it's doing something. Oh, no, it's not. Yep, for the darker colors, it's not actually lighting. That's okay. It does for the skin. Okay. Indeed. There we go. We need to get the height. I don't have. I want that. Yeah. Yeah. This is what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. There we are. We need kind of like gray like this. It's like, oh, yeah, I think that just lighten the edges of this. Then like tail, yep, tail. The color matching is really actually helping quite a bit more than my traditional gray tinting. So I'm liking this. I'm liking the overall effect. I'm not hating it. I realize I can come down to this layer. Grab this. I'll just do this. Whoop, undo all the way. Love that. Craziness. Wow. Wow. It's going to do that there. Oh, I will do it. Do this. And then I'll just use the pen to fix it. How does this look? It looks like it has a bunch of holidays, which is to be expected. But any of the larger ones I should be able to do that. I like them. Yeah. And I'm just cruising thickly along the edges. Make subtle little tweaks. Just whoops. Seeking to get rid of the annoying white spots. that run. I can come over here real quick. Let that go there. That's not bad. I spent a lot of time on this one, but it's coming up pretty good. So I think we'll call that one acceptable. Oh wait, no. Well, I need to multiply. Airbrush. There we go. Not bad. Very, very 80s coded. But I think that came out pretty well. Now, the next thing it needs... Yeah, let's give it the basic trick. Say what? Basic multiply. Hit it with a full, only declare round one. Let's go. Okay, wants to do it that way, fine. We'll do it this way. Basically. Again, multiply. So, same color. Similar trick. But this will let me have what I've done. Gradient round. Yes, Joe, a gradient. Ooh. There we are. And yeah, the request did show at 21. But I think that came out pretty well. Actually, it needs something. Go back to the soft light. I am going to yellow those glasses out just a bit. And we'll see if we can just... No, that tool. That did not do what I thought it would do. That did though. Like that. It's got that nice thick glow to it. If I see where I missed something, do that. Long layer, make a real layer. Yeah. And they are brown, so you have to do make me look small. Nope. Nope. Wrong layer. This. back here. Oh, I missed this part. There we go. Now, we got that part done. Do we like that? Yeah, I think I like it. Yeah. In fact, I wonder if it's going to get gold heart. Let's see. Add a layer. Shapes. My rectangle. One for this one. Turn off the opposite corners. Make it gold. Munsey's gonna beat you. Doll's gonna beat you, Munsey. Do roughly that. And then we can go here. I want part. Oh, shoot. Good. Good. Yeah, there we go. I'll zoom in here. Can't do that. I did too fat. No, not bad. Then, ouch! I'm gonna bang my elbow into my computer. Sweet Mary and Joseph. Okay. So. Get that in one. Got that. There we go. Do that. Go red. I'll save. What? Oh, because I'm in the middle of text. I can't be in the middle of text. Finalize that text. Okay. Save as Churro birthday request. She asked me to do that. That's okay. I remembered, obviously. I'll go here, add one more. Go red. We'll go. Never mind the furthermore. Oops. Control Z. File. Save as. Oh, that's fun. Okay. NTF 12-1-225 because I also had to switch it. And I will know what that means. Okay. Weird. Okay, let's see. I'll undo that. Go file, export, PNG. And I can fix that. So I'm going to trim that down. I'm eyeballing to see if I can fit it in the format I want, but we'll see. New. Okay. And Nick's window sounds, yes, it does. Wait, why is Carl groaning? Oh, at the jokes. I try. But it is definitely commercial time. Sounds aren't necessary. Music is. And yes, I'm doing the best I can with that window. I have a cracked storm glass, and I've been able to replace it, so it oscillates. Here, I'll distract you guys from it for a minute and some change.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found his suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
Now the door is finally... Sir, the door is open. Do you want to... Here. I'm on. Okay. Yes. Time for a Stewart break. He was most upset. Never mind, this is the coldest room in the house. Never mind, they really have no reason to be in here. The wind is loud and scary, so Stuart is not happy with it. Okay, you need to go warm up Mom. Mom's been going out dealing with the chicken situation. Go on, go warm her up. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, back to where we were. We've got one more. And let's see, how do we want to do this? Curiouser and curiouser. Hi. You sure you want to do that? Oh. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Anyway, I almost feel bad for that pun. Almost, but not really. I need to do another picture. What picture do I need to draw? Any requests? Anybody wanting anything? Let's see what's going on in the chat. Okay. Signature. I typed that one out because I'm trying different things. Or a whoopee cushion. Foxy still puns. Shall be punished. Wow. Oh, I have a window like that too. When the wind help. Yeah, the string holding the antenna doesn't break. I'd pay for that. Thanks for the ad again. Stuart. He has a reason. Daddy isn't here. From the gods of love to a war tank. Basically, I am fully capable of bouncing lots of places. I don't know. I need to draw something silly though. And what do I feel like drawing? Let's get some music, because like my brain is giving me an absolute flat line right now. Hold on. Nature walk. Let's go. What am I feeling? Up on my groove. Sorry for my guy. Yep. I'm gonna draw that. Go. Yeah, I am. Maybe I'm drawing the version of it. I'm drawing this one. I know I'm a bit off with the space, but I do have a Christmas project I want to work on, but I can't quite yet. See, these circles are not for what you think. They're for reminding you of proportions. Because this is a little guy. Excuse me. I really need to finish the story of Legends and Lattes. I haven't finished it yet, but he is doing something. He is like scary focused. What is he up to now? And this is the, I don't know what to draw, so I'm just going to draw out whatever bizarre images come out of my head level. But we like bizarre images that come out of my head. Draw a man with the chainsaw. Oh, but you know what? Friday chicken. We'll throw a chicken good on this one, just because you guys asked. I haven't been doing enough audience participation lately. One of us blowing around out there, probably the stool. Could be everything at this point. But I like it, yeah. That's not bad. Wrench. Belt. Tools. This is just gonna be a fun little dude. That's not bad. Getting there. You are getting there. Go. Okay. Let's ink this bad boy. Actually, wait. Let's pull this down just a bit. Just to where it's visible. Because this will be December 5th. So I do need to be kind of planning a little bit ahead. Assuming. Should be at least somewhat festive. I'll figure that out in a sec. I like the chicken mention. The chicken reference is a good reference. Cali Love Fest. Oh yeah. Please don't make me go out on days like this. don't think I usually give him pointed ears. But that's okay. I'm giving him pointed ears this spot. This could be a different mountain too. This could be a different mountain. I'm not sure yet. That was one here. Do that. Do this. We're getting there. Do that. Ah! I don't need that big of an eraser. That's enough to erase the sins of the past. My. There we go. Got a clunky hat. Ooh, we're fine with that. That. Give them demi-gons because they look cool. Just kind of bang him out. So I got quiet because I was really in the zone for a second there.
Hi guys. Wow. Let me see what I can do. I am doing this from my phone because my power went out briefly and my net has not returned. Let me see. Give it one more try. Nope, no net. So, let's see. Looks like you guys are having fun there. Folders, banners, teleprompter, recording in progress. Up. That won't let me adjust that. So, sorry, I am trying to learn the buttons as we go. Given that that's being a pain in the butt, guys, I think we're going to just call it here. The last picture got deleted. And I hope you guys have a lovely day and a happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you all very soon. Keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it. But you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles.